What's up, Infected? It's Wolf for the Quarantine, and today we're taking a look at a game that was sent to me to review by the name of Kingdoms of Erden. Now, Kingdoms of Erden is a set collecting game where the players are trying to amass armies from different kingdoms and beat the opponent's cards that's on the discard pile. If they can't, they have to pay tribute. All the while, they're trying to amass armies in order to acquire 35 or more points in victory points or in army strength in their hands secretly. Once they do, that person would be declared the King of Erden and declared the winner. Mechanically, this is done through set collecting. So rather than listen to me ramble on, let's go check it out. Alright, Kingdoms of Erden is a pretty simple game. Now what you're going to be trying to do is you're trying to get 35 or more points worth of one color in your hand. So if we look here, we have 7, 4, so that's what, 11. We have 12 points in red, we have 7 in yellow, and we have 4 in blue. So we probably want to go ahead and start going for red. So you want to play a higher number than the card you see here, but a different color. So in this case, maybe I'll drop this yellow 7. So you place it, and as a victory for conquering the card that's below it, you're going to draw the top 3 cards. You're going to look at them, and you're going to choose one of these to keep. So maybe I'll keep this blue 9. You take these, you put them in any order, back down on top. However, in the event that you either do not want to or can't, you have to pay the player who played that card. You have to pay them 2 cards, but then you get to draw 1 card to try to recover some of those losses. Now this is going to continue until you have 35 or more points in one color. Now there's a couple other nuance rules, such as you're allowed to play the special ability of a card. So in this case, when attacking, maybe this one may defeat a character card ranked 9, which could be pretty useful. So let's say my opponent played that, I can drop this, I just beat his 9 with a 1, and get to draw 3 cards and keep 1, which is pretty useful. Now there's also these wild cards. You just kind of do what they say. So in this case, exchange this card for any character card from the top of the discard pile. So I would just put this out, and boom, that's all that just happened. Now anything will be able to beat this, so my opponent could drop, this red 4. And this is really just going to continue on until one player can reveal at the beginning of their turn that, haha, they have 35 points in one color. They're going to be declared the winner. Alright, Kingdoms of Erden. So what do I think about it? Well, starting with the artwork, it's not really anything to write home about. All of the cards have the exact same background with just a fairly decently drawn avatar in the middle of what you're actually playing, but all the avatars look identical. They're just different colors. You have 1 blue, 1 red, 1 yellow. That's it. All of the wilds are pretty much chests of chests of like gold. So nothing really that you're going to be writing home about here. However, the card components, the cards are really thick. I'm pretty sure it's like a plastic cover on them or a plastic coating, which I do definitely appreciate. I like plastic. I like solid feeling cards, and these definitely are. But gameplay, the most important part about this review. What do I think about that? Well, I'm just gonna boil it right down to brass tacks. I do not recommend this game in the slightest. The gameplay is slow, it's boring, and what I mean by slow is turns are super quick, but the game just feels like it slogs on. And most games are going to boil down to one of 2 things. Either the game is going to drag so long, and it's just you're going to be like, all right, when is it over? Like, what color are you going for? I'll start putting those down. Let's wrap this game up. Or somebody's going to be able to win in their opening hand. They didn't even need to draw cards. They just go, haha, I won. I have 30 whatever points. And that's a bummer. It's really annoying. And I can't stand when games, like the fact that your game can do that means it's already not going to get a recommendation, just because that's very bad game design in my opinion. If you're playing a card game, it should not be possible to, literally nobody gets to play a card and somebody already won. And that's dumb and boring. Really the only positives that this game has is it's really simple to learn, and it's sometimes really, really short. But like I said, I've had a game of this go on for like 45 minutes, and you're like, geez, because you like, if I'm going after the same color you are, and neither of us are able to get it, you're of course reshuffling that deck every time it runs out. So I I secretly think, okay, I'm gonna switch to red. I'm gonna start getting that. But then my opponent also does that, so the game just keeps dragging on. So the game always winds up being too long or over before the game even started. So there's not a lot of redeeming about the game, like I said, other than the fact that it's simple and it can be quick and it's small. That's really it. You could really pretty much just play the same game with a standard deck of cards and just put, I don't know, kings and aces or wilds. It's not a very fun game. It's not very pleasant. Nobody that played this actually enjoyed it. I think one person was kind of indifferent about it, but other than that, nobody recommended this game. We actually have a nickname for this game that I'm not going to mention here. But anyways, you know, definitely I cannot recommend Kingdoms of Erden. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time in the quarantine.